Hey YouTube, this is Dark Rising with another update on the tank. I got some equipment in the mail the other day, and so far it looks like I'm not going to be getting the new Max Spec Razor light anytime soon. Maybe Christmas, who knows. It's kind of a big expense considering the other expenses with the aquarium anyway. So the updates are what came in the mail. Alright, so I got a real return nozzle, which offers really good water surface agitation. It's pretty cool. I also got a filter sock holder, filter sock. I'm still using this plastic tubing kind of stuff, but I will be going to Lowe's and I will hard plumb my overflow into filter sock. Also in the display tank, since I'm not going to be getting the Max Spec Razor, I went ahead and ordered replacement bulbs. Right now I just replaced those old Odyssey T5s, which were replaced with the old a.t.o bulbs since they were burnt out. So what I've done is I've only changed two of them, put in a Blue Plus and a Coral Plus. And there's still a 10,000K and an actinic Odyssey bulb in the back. I'll be changing those out in a week just to make sure, since they've been under the older lights, the weaker lights, that it doesn't shock the coral or anything, just as a precaution. The other thing that came in was a.t.o JBJ auto top off. I was thinking about going with a dual switch setup, but I think I'm going to change that just to one. I mean, I'm pretty much at home all the time, so there's no point in using both of them if there's ever a pump malfunction or whatever. I'm here at the house, so, and if one of the switches dies, I'll have one and the other one as a backup. You know, it breaks for some reason. That is a backup. And I got it with an aqualifter pump. I have somebody coming in today with my 2 5-gallon jugs of RODI water. That's when I'll finish hooking the auto top on up, hooking it up. It's my cat. That's Gladys. Gladys really enjoys watching the fish. Now this fish is in the bottom tank mainly because he was really enjoying way too much nibbling on the frog spawn, the xenia, and that Kenya tree. And I think the green star polyps also. Now I do feed this fish, so he's very hungry, I imagine. So other changes to the tank besides the fish going into the bottom, I've actually all moved more rock into the bottom, plus some extra dry rock to be seeded. And the main reason I did that is with the pump, Vortex pump, in the top display, there was so much rock work in here, it was kind of hard to get good flow. So I moved some of them down there, and I kind of like the aquascape better with less of that rock anyway. So that works out. Also with this new return nozzle. See, in the bottom sump, all I have is a MaxiJet 1200, which isn't the best pump, but with this new return nozzle, it actually pushes the water and adds a whole lot more water circulation in the display tank than the old PVC return nozzle that I kind of put together myself. Plus it adds the water agitation to the top, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, now fish in the bottom so he doesn't eat the corals. I'll probably be taking him to the fish store at some point to try and trade him in. Truth is, he's also a very aggressive fish, which is really weird. He's a very pretty fish, but he's very aggressive. I had two, what are they called? Firefish, which I think are really pretty. I had two of them, and that little jerk down there bullied them and killed them and then ate them. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. You know, it's not really cool. You have one $5 fish killing about $30 worth of other fish. It's not cool. But yeah, it's Gladys being nosy. Alright, so down to corals. Alright, question. If you can see this frog spawn, I've tried looking it up online, and people say that when it starts puffing up like that, it's getting another head. The only problem with is where it's puffed up, underneath it, it's not attached to anything. So if anybody's got any advice on this frog spawn and how to kind of help it out, it's also, if you can notice, some of the tentacles are withering up. It's like half of the frog spawn is good, the other half is not. And some of these have even been seen, small pieces of tentacles have been seen lying on the sand bed throughout the tank. So any advice on how to help this little dude out would be amazing. Also, the tank, my tank is does weird things, where one coral will seem to flourish, another one will not. The tank is just now to the point to where these old star polyps that I've had in here forever that haven't opened up for a while have started to open up. There's some there, and there's some right next to that frag of red zoanthids. They're starting to open up now. But now these zoanthids down here, you notice the their extension and all that, it's kind of dwarfed. You got little nubs instead of big open sides. And also the xenia are not doing all too well either. They've kind of shrunk up a lot. So I'm not exactly sure what to do about that. Alright, let's see what else. Alright, so corals, the Recordia, I'm not sure if having it up that high is a good idea or not. It doesn't seem to not like it, so I'm not sure. I may end up moving him later. The green star polyps are starting to, these old green star polyps are starting to show up a little bit more. These zoanthids that I've had forever are slowly still just dying away. I moved a lot of the zoanthids up here to the top rock. So you can see center screen, those kind of green, red, and blue ones. That frag next to it was a frag of clove polyps, which were also dying, and now we're starting to open up again. Some green zoanthids, another polyp, some more white ones back there too, and then red zoanthids. Oh, also the micro red zoanthids. They're really neat. I'm hoping they spread. Now if you look right to the left and down a little bit, I found this guy in the tank. It's a light purple polyp looking thing. And the question I have on that is, so let's see if I can kind of, right above my finger right now. Question I have on it is it doesn't look like all the other polyps. When it's closed up, it looks like a closed up polyp, but it doesn't have a base. Not really. It's right there on the rock. So I'm not sure what kind of coral that is. So, any ideas on what type of coral it is would be pretty cool. These zoanthids, of course, aren't looking too well. The Kenya tree has finally started to open back up again too. It's got 2 little polyps on there. These are amazing. I like these. They don't look like that in person. They're actually like a really pretty purple, like a reddish purple. Then there's a mushroom behind that and 2 more of those light colored polyps. Alright. These zoanthids are still doing what they do, still doing good. Down here we've got the green stripe mushroom, the orange mushroom, this green mushroom, and if anybody has any advice, is this a green hairy mushroom or what? Because it doesn't look like the other mushrooms. It doesn't. It looks like a mix between a Ricordia and a regular mushroom because it's really bumpy and fuzzy. It's got long tentacles on the outside. So if anybody's got any idea about that, that'd be pretty cool. I've also got that Ricordia, and there's a little blue mushroom underneath it trying to grow up. There's 2 mushrooms down here, a green striped one and a red one. The snail is in front of the red one right now. There was this polyp was free floating around the aquarium, and I finally was able to catch it and stuff it in there, and it looks like it's going to stay. And then this really cool metallic looking mushroom. It's pretty neat. And I'm trying to see if I can show you. You can see the little tentacle right there. There's one there. There's one there. I have a starfish in here that was given to me. It's pretty big. Well, it's about the size of maybe like, I don't know, the top of a mayonnaise jar. And that's also in there. Skimmer. The skimming. That's pretty good. It's pretty much a wet skim. That's about it. So if anybody has any advice, any information that could be helpful on why some corals are doing better and then other ones aren't, what's wrong with the frog spawn, what kind of little coral is next to those red zoanthids, and all that good stuff. So, anyway, now I'm babbling. Anyway, so, thanks for watching. Any advice on all this would be greatly appreciated. Just want to make sure I'm doing all the right things for the aquarium. Also, the bulb lineup is going to be the same as when I bought the a.t.os before. It's going to be 2 coral plus, 1 blue plus, and 1 purple plus. And of course I'll show you what that looks like. On the next video I'll have all of the new lights will be installed instead of just 2. Also, I'll have the auto top off set up, and we'll see what goes on then. And thanks for watching, guys. Alright, bye.